Welcome back to Thelmsamar in the Loch. It's a little bit rainy today. If you're wondering from the last video, it's minor spoiler, the letter will wind up leading us to another dungeon, but that dungeon is like a level 26 dungeon. So, we could probably do it level 24 or 25 if we're healing. The point is, I'm not going to try to rush that right now for a minor thing. I'm going to try to save that for another video and we can do sort of a smooth go-through of it. So for now, we're going to continue our escapades in the Loch. You see we have two quests here, Ironband's Excavation and Mercenaries. We're going to look around. Basically, we've explored the western half of the Loch, but not the eastern half of the Loch. And look at this, he has a quest for us. Looking for a volunteer through Dunagas into the Wetlands. Well, that's probably where we're going to be heading next after this. Wanted Chok Sul. Hey. Nice. Okay, well, let's start off. Let's start off by exploring to the northeast here.
What's on your mind?
And again, for the most part, I'm going to avoid any cuts aside from just when I start the video, just so you're seeing what the game's actually like. I'm not trying to gloss over some of the long journeys at times. And by at times, I probably mean most of the time. Let's be fair here. Now, what you'll discover if you go and you actually look at the loch, which is what we're about to be doing over here, is part of the reason there is a loch at all in the first place is because of this dam up here. If that dam wasn't there, all the water would just go down to the wetlands and make them even wetter, obviously. Look at those tunnel rat vermin. Remember when they used to be like green to us and now they don't even give us any XP? Discovered the loch. Ooh, ah. Discovered Stone Rock Dam. Ooh, ah. So let's go ahead and swing past along the dam, see if there's anything interesting, and we'll work our way around. To get to the excavation site, go around the southern tip of the lake and head east, so the excavation site's probably somewhere over there, so we'll just go around this way, see? And look at the view there. The dwarf head spitting out water that goes far to the wetlands below, but let's not jump off quite right now, shall we? Oh, there's a quest.
Can I help you?
A dark threat looms. The dam will be the target of the next dark iron threat. Spotted some dark iron sappers around the eastern ramp of the dam. So we're gonna go check the east side of the dam and see what if this guy's fears are founded or not. This is nice rain. I'm not sure they have this in retail anymore. I forget. I know people complained about the lack of weather. But it definitely helps bring the zone to life, it feels like. Old graphics or not, it's pretty. Anyway, we're over here on the eastern side of the dam. Oh, there's a dark iron sapper over there. And a suspicious barrel. That's probably not good. Okay.
That spell isn't ready yet.
What have we here? Balkoth the priest? Wow. I'm famous. His eyes glow red as he lights his dynamite and begins to cackle madly. We'll probably don't want to have that happen. This suspicious-looking barrel contains a strange-smelling powder. Let's take a sample and bring it back. Okay. But hey, we got 50 Ironforge reputation for that. You may recall that one of our big goals was making sure we want to get our Ironforge reputation to honored and our Darnassus reputation to honored. Because that then gives us 10% discounts at, you know, everything that matters. And who cares about the gnomes? A dwarf warrior. I'm not quite sure why they have cannons pointing inside of the lock, though. I'm not sure what those are really aimed at. That is a little odd.
Here there.
It's an alarming discovery. If my suspicions are correct, it's an explosive powder. So go to Dune Mador. Travel through the Algaz Gate to the Wetlands and stick him in Dune Mador. Okay, well, we're not gonna go to the Wetlands quite yet. We'll do that, you know, a little later on. We're gonna stick to the lock for right now. Actually, you know what? We're gonna go do it. We'll do it. Why not? Spoiler alert, this will involve a lot of running. But we can do this as well, see? We can talk to this guy near Dunagaz. They're talking about that. These two quests for Westfall, for the Dead Ones, I'm probably never going to do. It involves you killing some undead near the entrance to the Dead Mines, but outside the dungeon, and it tends to be very farmed. So, it's not like I really care about the rewards from any of them in particular either. The advantage to doing this Dark Threat Looms thing is it winds up leading you. You have to kill some elite ogres. So if I have that quest, then I can do Mercenaries and Chaksul all at the same time. There happen to be 4 elite quests in the lock area. 3 of them involve the ogres, and 1 of them involves the granddaddy of all bears. Hey, Dunagals. Algaz, I guess, technically. The fact that you have to get this close to sea NPCs is sometimes kind of annoying. But Rockgar, you have something for me.
How are you?
Scouting mission. Scouting mission has changed to something more messy. Orcs of the Dragonmaw clan. They're there in Wetlands. Can't let them get a foothold. Break through. Okay.
Feet on the ground.
So to recap, we need to... Can't let them expand their foothold or Loch Modan will be cut off from Menethil Harbor. So, get through here, kill some orcs for good measure, and get to Menethil Harbor. They're counting on us. We can't fail them. Where's my tailoring? My tailoring is way fine. Enchanting is way fine ahead of where we are for the moment. And if we manage to get 1 level, we will pick up Mind Flay. Which again, is not going to be that crazy at the current moment compared to a wand. But we can, you know, practice melting faces. Look, orcs.
I can't cast that yet. I'm out of range.
You got Spirit Tap with 163 mana. How's that?
That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet.
That seems pretty decent to me. This guy's not even gone yet, and we're already back up to full mana.
That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet.
Gonna lose our bubble soon, I imagine. Like one more shot, maybe? Yeah, that broke it. Three orcs down, quite a few to go.
That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready.
Where did this guy come from? He's level 20. And he stunned us, very rude.
That's still recharging.
Second heals.
I can't cast
Overkill.
that. That's still
Didn't need to do
recharging.
that. I just got kind of nervous because I was actually getting down to lower health there, as you saw. Okay, we're clearing our way through these orcs. We can drop cloth, that's helpful for us. I will tell you that doing this quest, or my priest here, is a lot easier. Oh look, just than it was doing this quest on my rogue and my warrior. Hey, we got some silver ore. Whatever that's worth. Boltable and cloth. Linen cloth.
I can't cast that yet. That spell
I
isn't
feel like I'm gonna want to like sell these boots to a mage though. +7 frost spell damage. It's like +5 or 6 frostbolt damage. Doesn't scale 100%, but it still gets most of it.
I need to get closer.
How much is this going to aggro? That's our new question. This is the catch with the ranged mobs, right? They're gonna sit there and...
That's still recharging.
That worked out much better than I was expecting, I'll be blunt.
That spell isn't ready yet.
Until we get Mind Flare, we don't have a way to slow him down. So what's our play to this level anyway? We've played this level 38 minutes, mainly from me wandering around and setting up other stuff before I resumed recording. I have a lot of stuff I've mailed from other characters.
I can't cast that yet.
No, he's gonna get away and warn him.
That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging.
Anyway, yes, a lot of that time is me just sorting through all of the mail that had piled up.
It's too far away. I can't cast that yet.
You can imagine this as a rogue, I'm not going to win a ranged fight with the scout. So I'd have to like run away and try to get him to come back. Oh, there's another priest over there. Level 26 priest. Okay.
That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging.
We aggroed that other scout over there. We just aggroed this other warrior over here.
I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet.
Oh, they just tagged my mob. Kinda rude.
That spell.
Oh, my health is a lot worse than I realized. Did not realize my health was that low.
That's still recharging.
Being out of mana is not helping here. Come on. Stop stunning me. Run away now.
That ability isn't ready yet.
Okay. What are those? Oh, leather shoulders. Okay, well we're back and good to go now, but the fact that we spent like the mana on that other mob but then didn't kill it or get any credit for it did not help. This other priest has taken our mobs.
I can't cast that yet.
Can I get up here? There we go. Okay. Oh, she's made a lot of friends in there. Huh, I've actually never been in here before. So, a bunch of dwarven remains scattered around. Grim. I've never had a problem where I didn't have these orcs to fight before. It's usually been the opposite, that you're getting swarmed with them. Because you like pulled too many all at once. So this is kind of a weird feeling.
That's still recharging.
Well, there's a few more scouts here. I might as well take them out for XP while we're waiting on the grunts to respawn.
That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging.
So again, Mind Flay provides us with a way to do slightly more damage per second. Mind Flay gets significantly better once you have like Shadow Weaving and Darkness and Shadow Form, obviously.
That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet.
Ooh, look, one guy just spawned right behind us.
That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging.
So right now we're what, 44 minutes, and we've gained 6 minutes, and we've easily gained another 10% level, maybe more. Haven't been watching exactly how much we're getting here. It looks at least like a good 1 or 2% of a level.
I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging.
Which means we could level up in like an hour just by killing these orcs if we so wished. But we're going to continue on once we actually get our quest stuff here done.
That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet.
And she's standing up there, apparently. come on, Hydroxin. Don't do this to me. Any respawns, like, just need 2 more grunts. That's all I need.
That spell isn't ready yet.
Really? A third person? This has not happened before. Aren't they supposed to respawn faster if there's multiple people in the area? I like how we're all priests, by the way. That's my favorite part right now.
I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging.
She tagged the scout, which I'm fine with, so I didn't bother trying to tag it first.
I can't do that yet.
Any more orcs over here? No, the problem is there's like nothing else around here, so if I can't get it here, I'm just trying to get this done. Am I missing it anywhere in particular? Dragon Moth, Grunt. Oh, well. There's one right there that they're killing. Okay, there's somebody. I just don't have any idea where the hell they are. Okay, but there's
That
one.
spell isn't ready yet.
So naturally we just have multiple ones pop up.
I need to get closer. That's still recharging.
So there was another Dragon Maw Grunt someplace, I just don't know where. But since we got this one, I'm not going to worry about it.
Not ready yet. I can't cast that yet.
Okay, we got him. Come back here. Thank you. Alright, now that we've completed the Agal's gauntlet and kill requirements, we can continue moving along. And hopefully not get in a spot where there's so much competition. Here we go. Try not to get too excited. So we are in the wetlands now. And our running is just getting started. Ah, so that's probably who we were spotting. That dead one right there. Taking a shortcut. Not to mushrooms, just a shortcut. So yeah, so my Dwarven Discipline Holy Priest is probably just going to start off right into Wand spec. Get that 25% Wand bonus since he's not actually going to get Spirit Tap. The Wand bonus first and then start going into Holy, I suppose. We've traversed Algaz. Now we're in the wetlands, where we're seeing things like level 22 spiders over there, so we probably don't want to get too close to some of this stuff right now. There's a camp over there. Is there something at that camp? Let's go find out. I'm just curious. Oh, it's a null camp. I think we can safely ignore that then. Dark sludge. Time between attacks increased by 33%. Fortunately, that does not affect me at all. Okay. So we're roaming along. Level 30. No warlock over there. There's no rain here. I guess it was a very localized rainstorm, as you can tell. Oh, good for a hand.
I can't cast that yet.
Some kind of fire wand. Moss-hide fen. I guess there's just a bunch of gnolls over there. We got signs. Loch Modan is to the right, with Dunogaz. Menethil Harbor and Dunmador to the left. Grimbatol that way. Well, we're not going to try to go to Grimbatol right now. You may recognize that name if you're familiar with the Warcraft lore. That's where, like, the Red Dragon Flight was held captive and forced to breed mounts for orcs during one of the wars. Not our current destination, I'll tell you that. Also, we have this dark sludge, but if I want to, I might want to really increase my, staff skills. So I'll just remove it because we're priests. We can do that. But no curses and no diseases. So there we see some Dragon Maw Raiders, level 26 enemies. So we probably don't want to try to take those on right now. Just throwing that out there. Our cooking, we could use crawler meat or some things for Westfall stew. It's Mr. Stone Grip. Well, what can we do for you? Dunmador's to the right this time, Menethil's to the left.
Talk to me.
If you happen to be going that way, take the crocodile hides. Okay, you know what? We have to turn in the Algal's Gauntlet, so we'll do that. But we're going to stop by Dunmador first. Do you have anything Eastern Still? We're neutral with Booty Bay now. Some Mage Royal. Well, I don't think we really need that Mage Royal right now. But I appreciate the offer. The unfortunate reality that I've just think I found is that there's so many people disenchanting the very super low level stuff that a lot of it is not worth disenchanting at this point. Higher level mats, absolutely, but when Strange Dust is going for like less than a silver a pop, I think is what I saw, then that's hardly worth it. We're up to 55 minutes on our plate for the level, given that like 20 minutes of it happened before I did anything of significance. Heading to Dunmador. motor, I don't know. We need a pronunciation guide, obviously. I guess there's a river, and there's more, like, marshes than the loch. So we'll go with that. Hey, a dark threat looms. Dune Medor. We found it. There's a bridge up there, which will lead to the Arathi Highlands, which we don't really want to go to right now because it's like a level 30 plus zone. You may notice these dark iron dwarfs are level like 27 over there, so 28. So let's not mess with them right now. What have I got here? I'm wise to be worried. Hey, look, we got 1350 experience with that. Look at the tiny silver crystals and the distinct smell. It's Sephorium powder. It's harmless enough, but if it's wet, not good.
Be good.
Well, given that there's a whole bunch of water right next to the dam, that seems like a bad thing. But we can diffuse it by mixing 4 components: lurker venom, crushed mogrush crystal, a crosslisk tear, and this disarming colloid. Go tell Hinderweir before it's too late. Okay, so we gotta get back there. So instead of running back up around that way, what we're going to do is we're going to run over to Menethil Harbor over there and fly back. That way we can drop off the other 2 quests while we're here anyway. Which means, as you probably guessed, more running. But we're already like halfway to Menethil, so it's all good. If you're not aware, Menethil Harbor is actually a pretty important spot because that's where for Alliance, that's how you get boats that go to Darnassus and Theramore, so that's the way you cross continents. The other exception being that you could go from Booty Bay to Ratchet, I guess. Oh, there's Samantha with a weird A, riding past on her fell steed. This is a very rude person who is level 25 and attacking me, so we're just going to go ahead and say bye. We have a gnome who took resurrection sickness. Okay. We are safe from the Fen Creeper. Hooray. Level 23 Crocolisks. Basically all stuff we don't want to mess with. Which is why the original quest for Dark Thread Looms was like, hey, make sure you stay on the roads. Oh, but here's somebody. Let's fight you.
That's still recharging.
Only level 21, so only 2 levels above us. Of course, it still means we're getting resistance and some other stuff. And, not dying quite as quickly as he otherwise might.
That's still recharging.
308 experience. And we're fully topped off again. Yeah, there's another young over there. Let's not fight the level 22 right now. Actually, what the hell, let's fight the level 22.
That spell isn't ready.
Resisted. How dare you. Those night elves, by the way, they come over from Kalimdor. And they have to come to Menethil Harbor.
That spell isn't ready.
This is their pathway to the Eastern Kingdoms, and how some of them will try to do the run as early as, like, sometimes level 1, I guess, but Very common for them to do it after getting out of their starting zone, at least. We did it! Hello.
That spell isn't ready
Nothing from either of them? Man. Alright, well, we're healed up and we're regenerating our mana, which will not be quite as much as we'd like, but it's fine. Obviously, we need more spirit. That's what the moral of this story is. Also, you can see the very advanced ancient technique of having the staff float on your back. Very difficult. Got a paladin over there. I guess he's trying to AoE farm those level 23 raptors. Probably don't want to mess with those.
How are you?
I have no idea why you're just sitting there, pal, but you do you. Discovered Bluegill Marsh. So basically everything here is wet. I ought to name the place after that fact, if you ask me. Wait, they did.
That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet.
Oh, I keep forgetting I have Desperate Prayer. I should remember that more often, I feel like. So we found leather shoulder pads, and now I found mail shoulder pads, but we don't have any cloth shoulder pads. Well then. You know what, that'd be something cool to make ourselves some spider silk boots. We have the silk cloth, I think. I have medium leather on my hunter, I have spider silk, and I'm pretty sure I have some iridescent pearls, so I guess I could make my own shoulders as well with wool. Are you going to attack me? 'Cause I'm on the road, probably. Yep.
That spell isn't ready yet.
Rude. Those pants would be pretty good too. Again, if I had the wool cloth, I'm not super concerned right now though. I've mostly been waiting to see if I can get as much skill out as possible after out of the actual bolt of silk cloth. So we can see the renew is 65 mana and heals for 100. That's about, what, 50% more health restored than mana expended, whereas his heal is 155 health, 155 mana for 325 and a half. Let's just round down to 325, so a little over twice.
How are ya?
You, sir, have a great quest. But we made it to Menethil Harbor. Success. And Valstag Ironjaw.
No. What can I do for you?
Full of bad moves. Normally they're just tied up in the hill. Okay.
Keep your feet on the
And they'll
ground.
want help dealing with the orcs. But maybe later, because they were like level 26. So we'll deal with that later, I say. Now keep in mind that, like, while rested, we're getting like 300 XP for killing some of these mobs, and even without rested, would be like 100, 150. So getting 1250 XP for turning in a quest is not exactly amazing. Hasn't delivered his skins to me in person for almost a week now. No doubt it's some differences with the wife. Huh. Well, sir, I would be delighted to bring back some young crossskins later, but the lock needs our help now, so I'm going to worry about that first. Alright.
Can I help you?
We'll pay 99 cents to get back to the lock. Let's go. I never knew the sun would do that. It just gets brighter until it's that point, because it's like you don't notice over there. Then you look up and it's fine, then it expands? That's weird. Huh. Anyway, we're flying back along the way we came. Rethiel the Green Warden, huh. Affiliated with Stormwind. Well, maybe we'll go back and visit him sometime. That's one of the other things these flight paths sometimes do, is they take you over stuff that in the hopes that you notice it or remember to come back to it later. Like when you're flying over the Searing Gorge and Burning Steps at low level, and you're like, look at all those giant spiders with, you know, skulls and question mark next to their level. Alright, it's time to climb up. So we're going to go over this first hump. And then we're going to go over the second hump. And then we have the three dwarves spitting out water. Hey, can I just parachute off now? Like, I just hop off right here would be good. That'd be great. Can I get off? No? Well, I tried. Bunch of little frogs over there. We made it. And he has a quest that I can't even get yet.
What can I do for you?
Well, let's go check back in with our friends up to the north. Magistrate Bluntnose over there hanging out.
Well met.
So we want to do Darkthroat Limbs, and we're going to also need to do Ironband's Excavation. Jack Soul's at least level 22, maybe even 23 quest from the looks of it here. I think I would rather have 3 agility than 2 int though, so I'd take those even with the silly that. But we're making ourselves spider silk boots, I think is what we just said, right? We're going to work on that. And that gives us a hell of a lot better boots. But the ring would be good to have. It's hard to get rings early game. An extra 60 mana. Unfortunately, we only have a 1.24% chance of critting right here. Well, we gotta fix that. Watch this. Boom. Pow. Up to 1.32. 1.36. Look at us go right here. Hot diggity dog. 1.44. We're gonna get 100% crit rate in no time, right? Ready to gain nearly 0.5% crit. What could go wrong here? Obviously we need Inner Fire and Renew up, though. Up to 12 skill, we're closing in on 2% crit already. Keep this Renew going. 1.96% chance to crit. 2% chance to crit. Here we go. Got him on the rocks. Or ropes, sorry. We got him on the ropes. This is why priests don't melee past like the first 2 levels when they have to, because they don't have a wand yet. But what if this guy was immune to all magic damage? Then obviously we need our staves to be skilled up. And we're already at the point we're going to start landing some solid hits here. Eventually. I know we just got parried and then dodged again, but any second now. Look at that, 10 damage. 9 damage. 5 damage. 23 damage. 15 damage. 27 damage. Look at that. Amazing. Try not to be too jealous. Can't believe we didn't get XP for that fight. That was so much harder than like any other fight we've done lately. Alright, let's see. Alright, Mr. Chief Engineer Hinderweir the 7th.
How are you?
Disarming colloid for Sephorium, oh heavens.
What's your back?
Alright, what are we gonna need to do for this? We're gonna need Lurker Venom, found on the spiders, check. Crocolisk found on here on the lock, check. Melgrosh Crystal will be very difficult to procure. The ogres to the northeast mine them, but the crystals are a very rare commodity. We need to be prepared to defuse a dark iron attack. Return to me once you've... Oh, hey, someone else is doing it. Someone else is trying to do a Dark Threat Limbs. I just kind of feel like I'd rather do those quests. If we're gonna have to kill a bunch of ogres, we might as well be going for Chuck, so we'll... Look at that, I got a Crocolisk tier, bam, just like that.
I can't cast that yet.
The crocodiles didn't have tears, or maybe that's something else.
I'm out of range. That's still recharging.
I know the anticipation is hard to deal with. We're about to start actually, legit melting some faces like Shadow Priests are wont to do.
That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. I can't cast that
Oh, and we got the Lurker Venom already. How about that? We don't actually need anything from the bears. I'm just fighting stuff as I go towards Ironband's excavation.
That's still recharging.
Not a ton of people online right now.
I can't cast that yet.
We will find a mercenaries Chaxel group at some point. No rush. Elder mountain boars. Bear meat. No spider vigor right this second. Everything else here can be sold. There is a quest over here from a gnome that we are going to ignore. Because it just gives Gnomergon rep, even though he's affiliated with Ironforge. And I don't care about your stupid supplies, Bengals. I rejected that quest when I was coming. There's actually a quest to find him, and then he goes to one quest over up there where all those trogs were, but like it's like a level 14 quest or something, so we get like no experience from it anyway. And it gives Gnomergon rep, so you know, who cares about that? Ironband's excavation site. We found it. Prospector Ironband himself.
What's on your mind?
Viren's Revenge, that is the other elite quest I mentioned, against the granddaddy of all bears. Ironband is putting latest progress report, but I can tell you this, it's the trogs. Okay, the wand is worse than our current wand though, but we will attempt to retrieve these stone idols for you, sir.
You got my attention.
We need more blast powder. Take it to Thumbsamar. Let's see if, even this is maybe hard. Competing for kills here. Come on, Trogs. Where are you, Trogs? There's one Trog.
That spell isn't ready. I can't do that yet.
We're going to need to kill a bunch of dogs, and it looks like they're going to be fought over. Really fought over. Oh, there's some.
It's too far away. That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet.
You notice as you're trying to avoid charging into both of them. There's one stone idol down. Hip hip hooray. Now, in some cases, you may try to actually group up with somebody, and this is in theory in WoW Classic, where you try to make friends by grouping with random people you find on quests like this and all that. But yet, I'm trying to record this video right now. I'm trying to not get involved in all of that at the moment. I already done that on my main character and some other stuff. I don't think you want to see me spending a bunch of time trying to befriend other people in the random online game. Two idols down. And one or two more frogs to level.
I need to get closer. That's still recharging.
Berserk Trog. Hello, Berserk Trog. So our wand is doing 17.5, and our dot is doing a little over 7. Will the Berserk Trog run? Guess he wasn't that berserked, was he? Warrior came in and... Oh. Ooh.
I can't cast it.
Several up here. This level us? Looks like we're 300 XP away from leveling, so no, I don't think we will. I don't think we were quite getting that.
That ability isn't ready yet.
But this will.
That spell isn't ready yet.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to make our first big step on being a true Shadow Priest. Melting faces with Mind Flay. This is not going to be efficient at this point, but damn it, I'm doing it. I'm going to do it anyway. Oh look, we got multiple friends here.
That's still recharging.
Woohoo! Melt all the faces. We got another friend here. Alright, we got another one here. Seriously? Are you for real? What the hell is up with this right here? We can't find any trogs, and now we just have like 5 spawn on my head. Killed the ones that were guarding the chest. Oh well, make our way up and deal with it. Guess we'll work our way back in and hope that we don't have 4 new mobs spawn on our heads like that. Okay, so shields up.
I need a target. That spell isn't ready yet.
Is he resisting some of the mind flay damage, it looks like? Flipside Mind Flay had... I hit it too quickly and I cut off the last tick. I needed to wait for it to finish channeling. Is there anyone up here? No, but there is you down
That's
there.
still recharging. I'm out of range.
don't know why it's taking less damage. Does it have like 10%? Doesn't have 10% damage reduction from something.
That ability isn't
I don't know. Anyway, we found more trogs. We got back to the chest, and we're nearly done with the stone idols. We still have like another entire level's worth of rusted XP too. So we got minor, mana potions, and light leather. Okay then.
That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging.
Also, Mind Flay only has a 20-yard range by default. I feel like something calls for an experiment here.
It's too far away.
If we just wand, how much DPS do we really do? I guess the random nature of the wand is going to make that hard to tell. I'm basically wondering if it's really accurate by the 1.8 seconds. I guess I would have to actually time that in order to verify. And overall, it seems pretty close, at least. Alright, let's turn in these idols and get out of here so that people aren't being bothered. Look at that, Choxel must have been level 22, because now it's yellow. Mangy mountain boars. Ah. There you go, sir.
Well met.
I shall promise. Why, thank you. Again, I think we're in the range of this isn't worth to start dealing until we get the next tier of materials, so we'll sell it for like 13 silver.
Watch your back.
Okay, you know what? This seems like a good spot to stop this video right here. And we will continue, and hopefully one more video for us finishing the lock. That's the plan. See you next time.